You guys duoing?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I used to
you
be a mid
both-
laner.
Yeah, but that's not the account we're doing with the Kalista Trash account.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah, on the tab. Yeah, that's the account we're doing with.
Ah, I see. Okay. Look at these win rates though. God damn.
Yeah, we started off in gold or in silver, I guess,
Mhm.
and now we're kind of stuck in platinum 1.
Oh, have you guys not been?
got
Have you guys
like
not been playing?
Diamond 3 MMR, and we in the past we created a lot of accounts, and we're always like stuck in Diamond 3, Diamond 4
Okay. Interesting.
with
Let's,
a really high win rate to Diamond.
Sure. Let's take a look then, shall we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you guys care which one we start with?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. And what do you guys think? You know, what's on your mind for League today? What do you guys think?
Okay. Well, most of the time we start off with cheesing level 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's
I mean,
good.
this is pretty effective, right?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I mean we almost
for
always
high
kill.
win rates, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy clap. They never expected. It's nice. Well, I mean, you might as well utilize your strong level 1 potential, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, what I mean by like on your mind is like, you know, what do you guys think you need to work on / what do you want to be working on?
Well, we're pretty good at cheesing and ending games where we kind of fed. But on the other side, we are really struggling with games where we can't get fed out of the lane. So we're kind of the mindset we always have to carry.
I see. Okay.
And if not, then we can't get carried.
Okay. Let's talk about this part real quick.
Yeah.
You guys said you were Diamond 3, right? At least, I guess.
No.
This account
No?
is Diamond 3 MMR, but we're the last, I guess, 5-6 games we're kind of hard stuck.
I see. Okay, then
We're somewhere in platinum 1 to diamond.
Okay.
I actually played mid lane for the last 2 years, and now we start to play bot lane again.
Mm-hmm. So let's take a look at this this section here. Right, I want you to tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm.
I think we traded too long, way too long.
Well, like, do you think this is fine? Like, what point is it too long? What do you think? Is this fine right here? It's kind of hard to see because it's dark, right? But
I think.
I mean, we have a huge minion disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, we got some hits off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say if we walk away here, is this fine?
Yeah.
It's okay, right? So what happened? I want you to watch this. How'd you take those extra hits? What do you think? I don't know if we can.
I went back to
I to get a few extra autos.
Yeah, I shouldn't have taken the
last auto hits.
Yeah, first of all, I tried to get more auto attacks off, and then I went for the custom minion.
Right, you went for the minion, right? So this is actually something important to talk about for ADC mains. Is you wanted the minion, right? You saw you could get it. So what's the problem here?
I'm taking too much damage from the minion, which is not worth.
Are you taking damage from the minion, or what are you taking damage from?
I'm taking damage for taking the minion.
Yeah, you're taking damage.
Yeah.
Why are you taking damage?
Yeah, because I shouldn't go for the minion because they are 2v1 when I'm going to the minion.
What were you just doing before you went for the minion? Like, what just happened?
We were fighting.
Yeah, you guys were fighting, right? And then you're trying to stop fighting, but then in the middle of trying to leave, you try to take a minion, right? So there's some kind of instinct here to kill the minion, all right? But in these cases of something is going on right now, what should you do instead?
Probably not fighting at all in this place, and then just run away and go back to the big minion wave of me.
Right. We should just reset, right? And in the sense of, you know, like you say, we don't want to we don't want to be fighting. We need to leave, right? So if you stop to take a minion, something kind of doesn't quite make sense, right? And you actually lost like, I don't know, like 400 health, right? Which is kind of unfortunate. But when you guys are trying to do something and then you need to leave, but there's fighting going on, we shouldn't stop to you should ignore the minions essentially, right? If PvP interaction is going on, those are going to be important for ADC because your instinct is always kill the minion, right? Because we just last hit, you've last hitted forever. So you always feel like you need a last hit, but when something is going on, you in fact want to ignore the minions so you can make sure this PvP goes well, right? Also, did that Yuumi just flash? Does she have flash? Did I see that correctly?
No, she
flashed.
Well, she flashed.
Oh. Yeah. She has flash. What the hell? All right, interesting. Okay, let's watch this.
But I think Ezreal has TP. I'm not sure.
All right, let's talk about this. What do you guys think about this section here?
Yeah, I mean, we focused the support while Ezreal could damage us without taking damage back.
Okay, and what part about this, if the Yuumi makes this even worse, why is that?
I mean, I'm not level 3, so I can't reset.
Okay.
So like, let's say Yumi's just gonna go inside her ADC, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point in trading? Why are we trading? Is the question.
I mean, I thought that she's not in range to get him in Ezreal.
Right? She's not. So what is she doing right now?
She's like trying to run.
Yeah, she's walking back to Ezreal, right? So then she becomes in range, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem here? Is there a problem here? I guess.
Yeah, we're forcing too much in general. We should back off after they run away.
Well, should we be even trying to trade here? What do you think?
Well, I guess we shouldn't even trade in the first place because they have sustain and we don't.
Right. So what are we trying to? If Yuumi does something like this, what are you looking for?
Yeah, we either try to all in them or just back off.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of you're kind of trying to hit her, right? But what do we know about Yuumi? She unless you kill her before she gets to her ADC, she never dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys watch the sequence of events, right? How many abilities are you guys using, right? And how much health did they lose?
Mm-hmm.
Versus how much health did you guys lose? What do you think?
Yeah, I guess that's probably not worth.
Right, it doesn't make sense, right? It's like, the thing you were trying to do didn't logically make sense, so you guys automatically lost, right? You guys now that your support is so low health and you have no W for 15 seconds and you lost some health because Yuumi auto attacked you. How do you guys fight now, right? So it's kind of maybe having an idea of what possessed you to trade here. What do you think? Like, what made you do this? What was the trigger?
I think I wanted to go to the minion and get her away, and so I can go to the minions back to the minions.
Well, what possessed you to fight here for the ADC?
Probably the 1v2 look-alike.
Right? And what else? This is very natural.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to go back to the minions, and she was kind of trying to poke me, so I had to fight back.
Yeah, you're just like, she hits you, you hit back, right? So that's not necessarily bad, but should you use your W trying to hit back? What do you think?
Okay.
It doesn't make sense, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because if you wanted to all in them, you have to kill Ezreal. You need your W for Ezreal, and if you wanted to trade, she's just going to walk away / go into Ezreal. So how does this trade make sense, right? It doesn't quite make sense, right? And then what about support? Like what did the support do here that didn't make sense either? What do you think? Is it Blurx?
No, I'm the support.
Oh, okay. So that's Feetscha, right?
Feetscha, yeah.
Feetscha.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I'm not level 3, so I can't reset after getting in.
Right, and if you W, what is Ezreal gonna do?
Yeah, he's just gonna E.
Right, yeah. So it's kind of so. What do you guys like? If you watch a sequence of events, you Blurx, you went for something that never works, right? We're trying to hit the Yumi, which was fine, but then you use your W, which it'll never have a good outcome, right? And
Mhm.
then Feetscha, you went in for a W, but that also never works, right? So if you guys are missing some ideas here, it's you're going for something that didn't quite make sense in the first place. So how do we kind of work on this? What do you think? Because now if you look at it, you see how you guys are getting bullied now. You're like, oh, what do we do? It feels like we're playing Xayah Rakan. We should never be losing.
Yeah, probably
Right.
think of what to do before using the spells.
Right, and if you didn't come up with anything, what does that tell you with your spells? Oh, sorry. Let's say you couldn't come up with something. Like let's say Feetscha, let's say you're unsure here if you should W or not. What should you do?
Probably not use it.
Just don't use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when the way it should work is you guys are in auto attack range and then he E's and then you W, right? So that's kind of what you're looking for, is how do you beat his blink, his E. So otherwise you just need to hold on to it, right? And then now you see why Ezreal is so good against Alistar, Leona, whatever, all these engaged supports, is because he can always E away, right? Or if he E's in, maybe that's your chance to go in, right? But if you guys keep going for stuff that it physically doesn't work, then there's a problem, right? Like for example, if it physically doesn't work, then how you guys expect it to win? That was actually a really nice cue him in the face so you can sustain up. That was actually ended up being really good. Let's keep going. You guys have any questions so far, or does that kind of make sense, or?
No, that makes sense.
Cool. So it's just very much an idea of the thing you're trying to do. Does it actually work? And if you're not sure, you should conserve abilities. That's kind of the habit we're seeing so far, right? Okay. There's some kind of root here somewhere. So let's say, for example, since you guys are duo, how do you guarantee this Rakan knockup? What do you think?
How to guarantee what?
The Rakan W, the Rakan knockup.
I'm going up to them, and he is Eing me and then Wing in.
Wait, but we said Ezra is gonna E away, right?
Yeah, so we have to kind of get Yumi when she's not in Ezreal's range, or
yeah. But you guys keep trying it. How many times has this worked?
Yeah, I just want to W ignite, but even that wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, even that doesn't work, right? So.
Yeah.
So should we just push and do something else, or?
Well, how does Xayah Rakan guarantee the Rakan knockup on Ezreal?
With ult.
Okay,
ult, W.
but let's say you're not level 6, because that would be really good if you have ulti, but you don't have ulti yet. In this laning phase, how do you do it?
Bait out the E.
Okay, but how do you bait out the E?
Yeah, I don't know. He has to make a mistake.
Well, is there any way to set up for your support here?
I am queuing and out-attacking and trying to stun him.
Yeah, right. You can root him,
okay.
and then your support can go in, right? You have to solve for this somehow. You have to come up with a way, right? So like another way is, let's say they're pushed in, you guys go around your lane and walk up to him, and now no matter where he is, he can't E away, right? That would be another example, right? But you need to kind of come up with a way to, come up with some kind of solution here. Otherwise, it'll actually just never work, right? Unless he's like, unless he's lagging or something, I don't know. Maybe he like misses. Maybe you're like or if you're like from a bush and he doesn't expect it, right? But as you can see, it's actually impossible to hit him, right?
Yep.
With this, just randomly trying to do it. So definitely an idea you guys can look at is problem solving. Like for example, you're trying to root Yumi here, right? But how do you root her? She's gonna dash to her ADC. How do you root her?
Yeah, I have to kind of prepare the feathers and then flash or something.
Yeah, it's like impossible, right? So if you do this, then you can come up with something like you pretend to go for Yumi, then you root Ezreal, and then Rakan gets the free knockup or something like that, right? But you guys need to kind of problem solve for this for laning phase, right? So that's kind of what we're seeing so far is the things you're trying to do. It kind of doesn't make sense logically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. That's the E flash, right? Exactly what you just said, right? You have to come up with some kind of way to trick her while she's going in. Is this good though? Yeah, the jungle's mid, so very nice. You guys you guys eventually found a way to do it because your Xayah Rakan is so strong together, right? So you
that's
whittled
exactly
away at
how
them.
we either get fed and then roll over them, or it doesn't work and we kind of get dumpstered.
It doesn't work and then you get dumpstered, right? So yeah, so how do we make sure we make things work, I guess is part of what we're seeing here today. So
think of what to do before doing it, I guess.
right, you don't go for random attacks. You want to kind of piece things together. Like say for example, you go for a root but he doesn't have W. That doesn't make sense, right? Or he goes for W first on a target that will never hit. That also doesn't make sense, right? You guys need to kind of put your pieces together in order to make something work, right? Otherwise, you know, it's gonna be hard to make something happen, right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I want to see some more interesting ideas because, you know, even though we're talking a lot about this, you know, you're still winning lane, right? So it can't be that bad yet.
Which we win the other 2 games, I think we lose. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Very nice, right? This is like a really good example of this is guaranteed to work, right? Why is this guaranteed to work?
Yeah, because of my ult.
Right, exactly. So, and then how, you know, your ult gives Xayah root, right? So very nice, very nice. So it's like when you guys do find it, it's very clean, right?
Yeah.
So how do we make sure that's
and in these
clean?
games we like always win. It's like doesn't even matter how fat the top laner or jungler is. If we get fed out of lane, we always dump.
Yeah, the classic. Oh, nice combo, right? That was really good. Like, how'd you know the W? Like here, how do we know the W here, right? What do you think? Why is this W so good by Rakan?
Yeah, because Riven is obviously going to the half-life Xayah.
Well, how is she gonna stop the Rakan W? What do you think? Is there any way she can stop it?
She could cancel it with her third Q.
Whoa, how? Is it physically possible to stop it?
Yeah.
How?
If she exactly third Qs at the same time as I'm Wing.
But she doesn't have it.
Oh, yeah, true.
So it's like, you know, your instincts were really good, but can you kind of piece together how you can reproduce this, right? What are we waiting for here with this Riven? What are we waiting for her to do?
To go on us. We wait till she attacks us.
If she walks towards you, is that different from her using abilities to get to you?
Yeah, I mean, if she uses abilities to get to Xayah, then she doesn't have any damage to kill her afterwards.
Well, let's focus on how do we land this knockup, right? Let's say it's just you're standing here and Riven standing here. If you go for this W, what is Riven gonna do?
She just dashes away.
Yeah, she just dashes sideways, right? So, well, what happened to her dash?
Well, she just used it.
Exactly, right? So that's kind of the problem-solving thing, right? The whole Ezreal E is the exact same thing, right? You want to knock him up. He has to do something to beat that or he dies, right? So he's going to do the most natural thing, which is dash, blink, flash, whatever. And it's your job to kind of beat that, right? So this is really beautiful here. You did it perfectly. And you said, you know, he can third Q it, but what happened to his third Q? He doesn't have it yet, right? So you're right. If he has third Q, he can cancel it on accident or something. But he doesn't have it. So that's how we know this always works, right? That's what we're going for is, you know, the thing you're doing, you wait until it's until like a perfect time where they can't stop you, right? Like here, he has no E, so you know it's gonna work, right? You should probably flash for this. If oh no, he's gone. That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't
flash. It's close. I mean, you don't have to kill them. That's fine. Oh,
I think this was.
He tried to flash Q E or something.
Yeah.
Oh no. So is this the same thing? What do you think? Is this the same thing?
Yeah, this was thinking that he is not reacting fast enough.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, of course he's gonna blink backwards, right? So this is like, you kind of want to, when you guys make these plays, I want you to think, what will my opponent do before you make the play, okay? And then once you think about it, if they have no way to beat you, then you can go for it, right? Because oh shit, you guys are actually throwing. Oh no, oh no, yeah. That's not good, right?
No, that was super bad.
Oh no, I got 2 kills. Oh Jesus. So yeah, you know, if there's beginning of a throw, you know, okay, sure, you guys, you know, you could say you overextended or you stay too long, but I think this is the real problem. This is happening every time, right? You go for a play and you think that they can't, you know, you're not kind of thinking about what they're gonna do. You're focused on how you can kill him, and then he just does this move that stops you, and then you're like, oh, you know, I guess it should have been obvious, but how come it wasn't? So one way to make this a habit is predicting what your enemy is gonna do before they do it. Right? So you know you're gonna attack. How would they respond? Right? And if they can't beat you, you can just fight, no problem. Right? Like for example, this Nasus, literally no way for him to stop you from your W. Right? So that's how you know there's no problem here.
I mean, he could flash it, but
he could flash it, right? In which case, if you're afraid of him flashing it, you just hold on to it, no problem.
Yeah.
So, okay, you guys went for the Rift Herald. This is getting a little weird, but you have a lot of feathers. Nice E here, a Lamau, and that was perfect. That was perfect timing on the W, right? Look at this. It's really good here. There's literally no way they can stop it. That's what you're always going for. That was really clean. Okay, nice. So yeah, it seemed like the problem was only really happening in lane. In team fights, you have a really good eye for it, and your ultis are really good too, right? I don't know what that as you're expected, but okay. Nice, good stuff. You run through the jungle, you go top, you push this out. Do you have any you guys have any questions about what we're seeing or what we're talking about?
I mean, in that game, not particular, but we don't really know what to do when we're like even out of lane or even behind.
Yeah, I think this game makes no sense to watch anymore. The other 2 games are where we lose.
Let's see. Let's watch this one.
Yeah. These are harder lanes, I guess, because of Qwelz. I think she pokes us down all the time.
No, we dumpstered them in lane.
Now we dumpstered them. Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Can't remember this game at the moment.
I think you actually might have missed a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I stopped attacking Kog'maw because I think we couldn't kill her.
No. I mean, Blurx, I think might have missed something. I think you auto attack and then W'd.
Did I?
Okay, so if you,
I think it's in the middle of the auto
right.
attack.
If you get in the middle of the auto attack, you actually miss a feather, but that's just small stuff, right? So don't worry about that much. I wouldn't worry about that much. Just make sure W and then auto attack is the cleanest, most damage. Because the feather does the feather, is it piercing or does that do extra damage? I think it's piercing. Can't quite remember, but okay, let's watch this. Oh, nice. Got his flash. Easy clap. There's a root here somewhere. Oh, okay, that's fine. Now he has no flash, so you just do it again, right?
Yeah.
They're just casually walking up and they just don't know what to do. Okay, nice. All right, 15 seconds, Jinx dies, right?
Yeah, that's what we do the whole game, and we just
no, you troll. Okay,
shit.
so what do you think? What happened here?
Holy shit.
So you had the right idea, right? He can't stop you if you flash in W.
Yeah.
So how'd you miss?
I don't know.
Did you see what you're trying to do? Check it out.
Yeah, I wanted to predict at her too much, where I thought she was going.
Right, you kind of check out what you try to do. You try to auto cancel it, right?
Yeah.
I think you might have distracted yourself a little bit trying to force the auto cancel, but yeah, just take your time, right? Like how long? Like check it out. How long do you have to make this knockup work? What do you think? How much time do you have?
till tower range, I guess.
Yeah. So how long is it gonna take for her to get to the tower? It takes her an eternity, right? So you just have to take your time. When in game, so it seems like for you, Blurx, it's Blurx, right?
No,
Or is this Feetscha? Yeah. Support is Feetscha, right? So in lane, it seems like you might be rushing things, right? Out of lane, it was totally 100% perfect, right? But in lane, it seems like somehow we're missing or we're going for stuff and they have dash or whatever. You need to take your time, right? Because otherwise, you might have the opposite result that you want, right? Okay, we push this out. Nice, go home. That was a little unfortunate, but it's okay. Their jungle could be here if you're not careful. Oh. Should be.
I think this is another problem. We don't really.
Oh no. Okay, we can talk about this. Yeah, we did mention jungle, right? So you always have to be afraid the jungle is coming.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do we miss the follow up here? Blurx.
I didn't root her. I think it was too slow or something. I didn't make my combo right.
Right. Why was this too slow? What do you think?
I wasn't queuing instant.
Why? Okay. Yeah. Well, why can you queue instant? Why are you not afraid that she's gonna flash or whatever, so you miss your queue?
Yeah, when she flashes, we got the flash, and then we just back off.
You already had the flash, right? So she has no flash. So what's the perfect time to queue?
When she gets rooted from Rakan.
Like now?
Yeah, exactly. Right now.
Isn't that what you tried to do?
Yeah, but it was.
It's too slow.
Too slow, yeah.
Yeah. So is there a better time to do it?
Yeah, I think half a second. Yeah, second about. I was second too late.
Right. Well, when do you go for the root? When do you cast Q? If you're playing with your support here. Yeah,
the second Rakan jumps to Jinx.
Well, he doesn't have ulti yet, right? So he can't charm.
Yeah. The second he roots or stuns or whatever, knock up.
You just tried that, right? It didn't work.
Yeah, but wasn't I just too slow? Like I could do it faster, technically.
Right. So when you did it after he got knocked up, right? You see what I'm getting at? What do you think? What do you think, Feetscha?
Well, due to the fact that he doesn't have flash, he could probably Q before he gets stunned.
Yeah,
so afterwards auto attack E.
Right here. If you're convinced he's gonna get knocked up, you Q now. You see how that works?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you Q after, we know that that's too slow, right? Because that's what you tried to do. So the feathers already have to be down when he's already in the air, so you can auto attack and then root, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting at is you want to do it before. The Xayah Rakan combo is you have to do it before because the knockup doesn't last that long, right? I mean, it's not going to be in the air that long, right? So you're not going to be able to root, but you want to actually throw out your feathers beforehand, right? Does that kind of make sense in terms of follow up? Yeah, sure. That's like just an easy tip there. Are you guys not afraid of their jungle? Huh. You try to auto attack for move speed, but he's out of range. Let's try. Okay, and then push this out. You have a Nasus jungle. What the hell? Oh, this is 2v3, right?
Yep.
Oh no. Okay.
I wanted to block for her and didn't know that he has ult. Or that he has the reaction to ult. I guess we could have both lived.
What do you think? Let's talk about this. Okay, check it out. So from here, anyway, jungle's coming. The tri-bush was pinked. Kog'Maw's standing still to debate you guys, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, and what do you think?
Well, yeah,
I probably should have already flashed the Kog'Maw binding.
Oh, you could. Sure. Is there anything better here? Let's just say we can play this fight as many times. We can rewind time and play this fight as many times as we want. What's the best outcome here?
If we both escape without dying.
That's not bad. That's like standard, right?
Okay, we can kill the Jinx and Kog'Maw probably.
Yeah, you just kill them, right? You just turn around and just press W. You can kill her first if you really want to, but you can just kill the Jinx here, right? But here's the thing: is why did you guys run? If you guys think you can kill them in VOD review, what made you run in game?
Our instincts.
Instinct. right? It's habit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the important part about habits in terms of map awareness. Is do you guys have a plan for when Sejuani comes out? If there's no plan, you'll play off instinct, right? And instinct is actually instinct can be good, but it's not ideal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of let's back it up here, right? And we say, I'm telling you, Sejuani's ganking now. You guys come up with a plan now, and then so when she comes out, you can do this plan. So what are some plans you can come up with? Oh, we can get away, right? We can turn on Sejuani. We can kill Karma. We can flash on Jinx, right? We have all these, but you want to pick something before she comes out, right? You see how this works? Where you kind of need to know what's going to happen before it happens. Similar to how you guys were trying to like hit the Ezreal, but he just eat away all the time, right? It's the same thing. Do you know what is going to happen before it happens, right? So it's always yes, you pretend the jungler's here. It's a what are you going to do when he shows up or if he shows up? You have a pre-planned response is a good way to put it, right? Does that kind of help? In the sense that you'll know what to do when they show up. Like if I saw this, I'm like, we just kill these guys, right? But you guys kind of played off instinct. You're trying to run, right?
Well, yeah, we should have definitely killed them, yeah.
Right. And the only reason you didn't know you could kill them is because you weren't prepared. You didn't know beforehand. You need to know beforehand. You can't just like randomly turn around, right? Like let's say this is different. Let's say this is Ezreal Leona. There's no way you can turn around, right? How do you turn around? It's not possible. So it kind of it's not always run and it's not always fight. It's before this thing happens, you guys know what you picked, and then you do it, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely kind of preparing beforehand in the sense of the jungle shows up or we're going to attack them. How would they respond, right? I think is going to be really important for you guys as a duo. So, oh, wait, hold up. What happened to all your abilities? I think you used your Q in your E already. That's awkward. Oh no, he got away. What do you think?
Yeah, I think my Q was a bit random, or I don't know.
Remember, when do we use our Q? When do we use our Q?
When Rakan is going in.
And what time?
Before the knockup.
Right before the knockup, yeah. Right? So if you do something like this, and then he knocks up and you have no Q, that's where you have synergy problems, okay? So you wanna aim for specific interactions, right? If you Q first, what's the idea?
Rooting them before.
Root, and then he can knock up. That was the Ezreal example, right? When they have a way to outplay, you use the root first. And if they have no way to outplay, use the knockup first, right? You can see you can kind of like create these patterns to make sure your play always works. Because if you think they should die, they should totally die here, right? There's no way they should get away here. So how do we make sure? What is Jinx doing? So how do we make sure it always works? That was really good. She's inting. Nice flash. You got her flash for free. That was good. Oh, that was clean as hell. Wow, that was a really sick dive by you guys. You just walk on top of her and she doesn't know what to do, right? So very nice, very nice. Okay. Oh, this is just dude, they just don't know how to play against Rakan. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, this is really smart, right? Yeah, I mean, you might as well punish them every time, right? So very nice.
Yeah, but at a certain elo,
at a certain time, they start debating you, and then it's like, oh,
yeah.
Then we have a problem, right?
Kind of.
There's always yeah, exactly. It's they know if you have to ask yourself what's gonna happen next, right? Do you guys get away here? Oh my god, you guys get away here! Hell yeah! There's a turn somewhere, by the way. Oh, there's definitely a turn here. Kill her ass. Oh no, you don't Q first, right? Remember our discussion of this is if there's like mechanical ideas, this is a mechanical idea, right? And specifically with your Xayah Rakan, but it could be different. Like this is Leona, it's the same thing. You need to let her stun first, right? It's she goes first or you go first, and you can't go first in this case because it's too hard, right? It's a little too hard, so you don't use your Q here, right? But that was a really nice ulti flash, though. That was really good. It's just definitely think about how you're using your Q, right? And then you can push this out. You go home. Oh wait, did Zillion just die? What in the world? Oh. You see? Check it out. What did he do? He did the same thing that Blurx did in lane. Do you see it? What was it?
Going for the minion.
Yeah, he just fucking turned around to throw a bomb. If he walks away, is he okay? He's fucking fine, right? But he turned around to throw a bomb for some reason, right? Like, why, right? So, very, very much, if there's PvP going on, ignore all the minions. Okay, that's a classic. That's a classic example. I don't know if he was trying to go for a minion or trying to kill someone, or I don't know what's going on there. But you don't turn around, right? You need to make sure you're safe before you turn around. So, yeah, that's definitely an interesting idea. Let's say, for example, you guys go for a play and it doesn't work, and you need to run. Don't turn around to stop, right? Unless you have a good reason to do so. So, oh, this is the same thing again. Their jungle could be here though, so we kill him so fast, it's fine, right? If you can kill him so fast that the jungle, even if the jungle shows up, it's okay, then that works, right? Oh, is this one fast enough? I hope this one's fast enough.
Nah, we wanted to dive, but we didn't know where the jungle was.
It's a little too hard, right? Yeah, so that's totally fine. You don't need to kill him to win, right? You just need to make sure you don't throw your lead. Speaking of which, the jungle could be here. Oh, nope, you're just... you're just sitting in this bush and letting Nasus do the dragon. Oh, Sejuani's top, by the way, so... Good. Push, push, push. Okay, let's watch this. Oh, the same thing over and over again. Oh, no! Okay, what happened here? What do you think?
I fucked up my W.
Yeah, you just missed it, right? So
yeah, I didn't
okay.
max range W.
What about, no, this is fine, right? Okay, good. Let's try. Press forward. Take the tower. Good. You can just run top now if you really want to. Oh!
I mean, this game is already kind of over, and we did win that too.
Is it over yet? This looks like a throw to me. It's
Yeah,
like potential to throw, right? Just like the Mordekaiser coming in to double kill. It's kind of you guys are trying to get this red buff, but
where should we be right now on the?
Yeah, what do you think? Check it out.
Probably mid lane, or no. Top lane is no Herald anymore. There's no dragon. I actually don't know what to do.
So what's good then? So if all the objectives are gone, what's good?
Just farm probably.
Farming is good. Yeah, I mean, you think red buff is good here, right? So why is this not working?
Because it's 2v4-ish.
Right? And why is it 2v4-ish?
Because we have no vision in the jungle.
No vision sure is a problem, but you can do this without vision. What do you need? What do you need here to do this? Like, what do you need as a team here? If you do this by yourself, there's a problem, clearly, right?
Okay, so we have to get Nasus and Zilean in to...
Yeah, exactly. Did you see the problem here, right? That Syndra could have flashed on you guys, right? Flash stun. And in fact, the only reason why I know this is because this happened to me in scrims before, right? It's like, oh shit, like we're trying to do something sneaky in the bush and they know we're here and they just fucking throw everything in here, right? So,
we at that time we already knew we were kind of hinting.
Right. So, you know, what do you need? You need your teammates here, right? You can't do man disadvantage unless you have a good reason to do so. Right? You think you can one-shot someone or something. So you needed your Nasus here if you wanted to do something spicy, right? And then obviously nothing's going on here. Oh, you guys into it. Holy shit.
Yeah, we were super
Oh, you tried to force it. No. So yeah, I don't know. What made you go in? You just really wanted to go in or something?
Yeah.
For sure. But you guys are all dying now, right? So, you know, you said it's over, but, you know, how did I know you guys are throwing like 30 seconds in advance? It doesn't make sense, right? The thing you guys are trying to do, on average, it doesn't work. So, like, Ezreal is going to E your knockup, or this is man disadvantage, right? So, whoever said farming is good, you know, you're right. Let's just go farm, right? Push our waves, get control of the jungle if you can, but we don't want to kind of do man disadvantage fight, right? That's how you guys start throwing. So if there is a problem, if you guys are winning too hard and you don't know what to do, right? So keep control over the game is the ultimate goal, right? Okay, you can hit this. This Sejuani's dead. Just make sure you don't get Syndra'd. But wait, hold up. Where are you guys going?
We wanted to cut off Syndra.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. You have no minions, right? So this makes sense. And then you see, is this the same thing? it out here. Is this the same thing in terms of what we've been talking about today? If you wanna ulti Syndra, how do you do it?
I have to flash her W, I guess.
Okay, what else? Any other way?
Or dodge it.
Okay, dodge is good. Anything else?
Just wait.
Right. I would let my ADC get hit and then jump to my ADC and then get her, right? So,
Mhm.
but if you go first, you always get hit, right? You see how that works? You can even do something like let your ADC ulti it and then jump to your ADC, which is what happens here. But you didn't plan that, right? You got stunned on accident. So that's just, I want you to kind of, both of you need to be thinking about what happens in advance, right?
So the right play was not to EW until my ADC ultis and then jump onto my ADC.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think that would be a really good one, right? Another one you can do is just wait here and then, you know, dash, and then W. I don't know. You just come up with something. Literally come up with anything that isn't just get stunned, right? Because that,
I mean,
that
I
doesn't
knew
make
that
sense.
she was, knocking me back, but
Yeah, exactly.
I hoped she wouldn't do that.
You're gonna hope she like misses it or something. Yeah, that just doesn't happen, right? So, and if you play against better players, of course they're not gonna miss, right?
Yeah.
So, I want you to think like, what is the most obvious thing they're gonna do? That's what you have to be right now. Is the most obvious thing, right? The higher up you go, the trickier it is. Like the things they do are trying to trick you now, right? Like if Jinx walk.
Our abilities.
What's up?
And we kind of have to combine our abilities. I have to ult the stun, and he can jump on me then.
Yeah. Well, honestly, even if you get hit, I think you still could have done it, right? But yeah, you can definitely combine abilities like that too. That's why Rakan is so insane, right? You guys have so much combo potential. Like either ADC or support can go first, which is kind of stupid. So let's keep going. Oh, you guys just sieging? Okay, let's watch this. Okay.
I think we tried to siege, but got poked on.
And team died, so we can't do it anymore. And then you guys are trying to 3v4 dragon, so that's not good, right? Run. Good. Oh, hold up. You see a common trend here, guys? What's the common trend here?
We're 3-4ing.
Yeah, man disadvantage oftentimes. And it's not that you shouldn't go for it, but you should have some kind of plan to do it, right? How do you win a 3v4 or a 4v5? What's the most common way?
We need to one-shot somebody.
Yes, okay. And since you're playing Xayah Rakan, you can look for it. So in this picture, how do we know you can't do it?
Yeah, because Sichuan is frontlining.
Yeah, this is in the front, so it's impossible, right? So okay, we can't 4v5, right? That's it's not that you shouldn't look for a 4v5. It's there's a common way to do it. There's like a clear way to do it. Can you do it? And if you can't, you auto lose, right? So you guys kind of throwing a little bit with the 4v5 stuff, but if you look for it, that's kind of what you're looking for, all right? And then this is nice, you know. Now you guys are the ones with man advantage, so you just run them down. Fast forward, you just kill everything, and then take mid, and then if you don't throw, you guys just win, right? Oh, hold up. What's wrong with this?
We should probably go bot instantly after getting the inhib.
Right, and if you want to take the Nexus, what needs to happen?
We kind of have to kill him first.
Yeah, you have to kill them first. Who specifically?
Probably Rakan has to engage, and we are.
No. Who do you have to kill?
killing.
Sorry.
Jinx.
Okay, so if you take a look at this picture, can you kill Jinx?
No.
If you can't, then don't walk up. If you can, then go for it. Right? You see how that works?
Okay.
Is if you think you can't go for some kind of play because you're gonna throw, it's fine. Just go push bot. But what happens if you guys just fight without any kind of plan, right? Like this. Then you guys start taking a million damage, and then you end up not killing Jinx, and then they run you guys down when you're trying to leave the base, right? Is this a common story you've heard before? This happens all the time in solo queue, right? So you guys getting run down here, and it's just like, oh, you know, what are we supposed to do here? And you know, if you didn't know what to do, you shouldn't have tried, right? So there's just no way. Oh my god! Oh, you didn't get away. You almost got away. But yeah, you see how it's like somehow you guys are winning, and then you throw somehow. So this is the part you need to fix. Is part of what you need to fix is the once you have won so hard, how do we make sure we keep our lead, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like be careful about 4v5. Stuff like diving Nexus towers, be careful about diving Nexus towers, right? And if you don't have a clear plan on how to do it, don't do it, right? So like the whole red buff idea, it wasn't clear how you guys are going to get it, like the 4v5 idea. So it's like, oh, we just back off. We just wait, right? Same with the Nexus idea. If you can't figure out a way to do it, that's fine. You don't have to do it, right? Is what we're talking about today make kind of sense so far?
Yeah,
It
that
makes
perfect
yeah.
sense.
Any,
That's the game where we don't really know what to do because Morgana naturally counters our kit.
Okay, so how do you beat Morgana Black Shield? What do
So
you think?
you kind of probably not do anything
No,
because
you can.
always
There's always something
well
you
we
can
have
do, right?
we have to wait until she uses her binding and her black shield kind of.
Is there no way you can debate it?
Should I try to root her with my Q or?
Because it's always like I try to W someone, she binds me, I'm getting trapped, and I'm
Right,
down.
right. So how do you beat this? What do you think?
I don't know.
Let's
We
say
actually ban Morgana at the
you
moment.
know Morgana's always gonna black shield the guy you're focusing. Is there any way to beat this?
Bait it and go on the other guy.
Yeah, you debate it and you go on the other guy. So what does that mean? Don't use her W until she uses her shield, right? But you have to figure out a way to bait her. So let's say you root Caitlyn. What is Morgana gonna do? You root Caitlyn, Rakan starts running towards Caitlyn. What does Morgana do?
She tries to cue me while I'm while she thinks I'm dashing to Caitlyn.
Well, that's what Morgana. That's what you would do if you were Morgana. That's not what I would do. I wouldn't try and kill Rakan. What would I try and do?
Okay, probably bind Xayah to
Blurx,
stop
what do you think,
damage.
Blurx? Yeah, you can find
just stop
Xayah,
this, try to get to bind the Xayah so she can't do damage.
right? And then what else? What else is she gonna do? I mean, her ADC just got rooted, right? I promise you, any support that's below challenger is not gonna is gonna do this thing.
She instantly black shields. Caitlyn
Instantly
too.
black shields, right? Instantly black shields Caitlyn. So is that your window of opportunity or what? What do you think? Oh, then we can just kill Morgana, right? Or you can do the same thing, root Morgana and kill Caitlyn. Now, if she's like LCS or challenger, what's she gonna do?
Reactively black shields.
Yeah, she's not gonna use her black shield ever until you W. So yeah, good luck. Then it becomes a mind game. Then you have to be like, she misses bind, you're melee range, so you force her to react super fast, right? To see if you can beat her reaction time. But yeah, that's like one way to trick them, right? Is something like that. You just want to come up with something, right? So
Yeah, but that needs us to root one of them with feathers.
Well, let's say you can't figure out how to root them with feathers. Is there any other way you can win this lane? What do you think?
Dodge her binding and then go in.
Yeah, and then you don't care if she has black shield because then you just kill them with damage, right? Because you're playing Xayah Rakan.
I mean, we know that kind of, but what if she doesn't ever use her binding?
Then you're just doing a million damage, right? So let's say, so you're thinking you approach from the front. What did we say earlier? What did I kind of mentioned it earlier in the first game, but what did I say? Something you could do was what? How do you force the issue?
Fake to go in.
Figure it out. You just killed all these minions. They can't see you, right? You kill all these minions and they back off. What's something you can do here?
Should we go to the tri-bush and try to fight from above or something?
You just fucking go around, right? Okay. And then it's like, oh shit! All of a sudden they have to fight you guys, right? But that's you have to make sure the jungle's not here, obviously, or your jungle's here to react, or something like that, right? But you see how this works, right? You don't have to come in from the front. This is a classic all-in lane, and you're trying to figure out how to get on these guys who can't win all in. Oh, we gank our own lane, right? And if you want to be 200 IQ, Rakan stays here and Xayah goes around, and then he jumps to Xayah, right? You see how that works? But it's all like problem solving, right? So, and then now you ask, oh, what if she holds on to her bind? If you come in from this side, she has to bind, right? And then you're gonna flash it. And if she doesn't bind, you just hit Caitlyn or something, right? and you guys are good to go. So, but that kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
In that
Yeah.
sense. So you want to problem solve here in terms of, of course she's gonna blind, or of course she's gonna try and bind your ADC, or of course she's gonna black shield the guy you're targeting. So how can we trick her or put her in a position where she can't do that, right?
But the problem is, even though Caitlyn doesn't get black shielded, she's always she can net my W.
Ah, but what if she's rooted, right? Or what if you predict her net, right? You know she's gonna net, so what are you gonna do? Put her a little bit behind her, right? Or you can flash. Let's say you think she's gonna net. The first thing something happens, you flash and W her like this, and then she nets into it, right? That's a common one I've seen before. So, like this is too obvious, right? Like when you hit this guy, what is Caitlyn thinking?
She attacks Xayah, and we're gonna lose the trade.
So watch Caitlyn. So is this your time to W Caitlyn or what? She ran into you guys, right? That's what you guys are looking for. Is how do we do this? So what do you think? This is actually just easy double kill, but
yeah, that's what Blurx actually was trying to tell me while I was going in.
Right. So what did Blurx do wrong here? What do you think? Based on our discussion of last game.
Yeah, I'm using my Q.
Right.
Before,
so
sure.
If we W to debate her shield, and then your support gets a knockup, you need to Q that, right? So you kind of wanna you wanna trick them and then do your combo. Remember, it's always the same combo, right? It's like root first into Rakan knockup, or then it's Rakan knockup into your root, right? It's always the same combo. So you want to be looking for that, right? And then if you guys just go for the Morgana, of course you guys lose, right? So remember, you're always trying to trick them somehow. Okay, but in order to trick them, you need to know what they're gonna do. So common one is pretend to aim support and then aim the ADC. Is a good way for you guys to win this. Otherwise, it's just, if it feels like you can't do anything, it's because everything you're doing is not a surprise, right? I mean, it's not really a surprise to them. So how can you win, right? Like, remember the whole you're just killing Karma and Jinx over and over again. It's because they didn't know you're gonna root, or they don't know you're gonna ulti or something. So they always die, right? Oh my god, the Guardians! Oh, the Guardians saved your base. That's so funny. Yeah, this is another example you guys can go around, right?
But in general, it's kind of tricky to kill them with Morgana. Is it worth banning Morgana if we want to go Xayah Rakan?
You can. If you think there's nothing better to ban, I think that's totally fine, right?
Okay.
I think it's good to practice this kind of matchup, right? It's a mind game. You have a way to kill that. You have a way to kind of attack, and she has a way to defend. It's like Siver's spell shield, right? So if you're playing Leona against Siver and you E in, of course she's going to spell shield your Q. So what do? Oh, pretend to auto attack and then auto cancel it, right? And then she spell shields, and then you Q flash or some crazy shit, right? So, but it's always, they always have a natural response. Oh, that's awkward, right? It's kind of the same thing, right?
I was standing it. I think
how do
I
you
was just standing
beat this?
still. Yeah.
How do you beat this, Feetscha? You know she's gonna get a shield, right?
Well, I should have R'd her and waited with my W until the black shield runs out.
Until the black shield. Anything else? I think there's one more thing you can do here. If Morgana takes 1 point in black shield, you can do this. Which they probably
Q
do.
Yeah,
exactly. Q it first, right? So that's exactly the solution I would be looking for, right? Is we need to break it, and then I can do my W. So, but you see how, like, if you just go for it, how many times does this work out of 10?
Yeah, probably maybe 2 out of 10 times if they fuck up.
Yeah, that's like being generous, right? I mean, of course she's gonna black shield on instinct. So that's kind of the idea you're looking for, right? Is what are they going to do? How do I beat it? And if you whoever's like incorrect or is wrong, they lose, right? Or if you didn't think about what they're gonna do, you lose. So that's just what we're seeing in this lane so far. Is they're doing the most obvious response, but you guys haven't come up with a way to beat it, but you try and do it anyways, right? Similar to the whole Ezreal thing the first time. Oh, this guy has no HP.
Yeah, I'm always like, I know what she will obviously do, but I'm trying to hope that you won't do
Yeah,
the
trying to
obvious thing.
hope. Yeah, check this
Yeah.
out. Check this out. You see, one point in an E, right? And you broke her shield with your ulti. So before it was you have your Q in there as well. I think it's because did you buy? I think you might have bought, right? So you have the AP,
Yeah.
you have the AP item or something. I think maybe that's where the extra damage. You also have Ares, so that barely enough damage to break the shield.
Yeah, but it should. I guess I should have queued first to make sure to break the shield.
Exactly. So it's interesting, right? Now you have a bunch of different ideas you can try out to try and beat their response. And then now that Morgana knows this, what is she gonna do? Oh, max black shield, right? Is what you'll see. They don't max pull, they'll max black shield sometimes. So for that exact reason, so it can't be broken. Okay. Oh, let's watch this. Okay, you saw their jungle, so this is fine, right? Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. What do you think?
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking before. I should have predicted
right?
that.
Or Morgana black shield herself for some reason, but
yeah.
And I'm wasting Q again.
Q, yes, there's no Q follow up, right? So unless you're trying to, she's not gonna be fooled by this. So I would not go for a Q here. Actually, I don't know why she black shielded herself, but that was. I guess we got her black shield out, but all things considered, it's not bad, right? It's just oh, it is actually bad. It feels bad. Oh no. Yeah, you try to go for ulti E, but that doesn't really work, right? Because she just walks away. So okay, so yeah, let's say we're fighting here. What should you do here? What should you do here, Blurx?
Probably just press W and go for her, but not ulti. And
well, how do you go for her?
Kill.
Is there anyone else you can hit here?
Oh, Morgana. Okay.
Yeah, you can hit Morgana, right? So
okay.
Yeah, you can just if it's not sure you can get this guy, you can always hit the closer guy. But remember, you need a combo abilities. Like if you don't have your Q, what's the other way to follow up?
What's the other way to what?
Follow up for a root without Q.
Yeah, with W. But I think it doesn't work when she's running away.
There's no way. There's 3 auto attacks, right? There's no way you can get W off.
I think it could have just ulted in the moment. Okay,
okay, so this is the thing, is you'll never know unless you plan it ahead of time, right? It's like, if my support combos Q right before it lands, or ulti first into E, right? So if you watch this, if you'd ultied, would you have gotten him?
Yeah.
100%, right?
Yeah.
He needs to flash or he's dead, right? But that's the thing, is that you try to do something, you try to do some kind of your natural follow-up, which will never work. You just try to walk at him in W or whatever. But this is like you need a special kind of follow-up to make this work, right? You need a kind of combo with your support here. So if you're in auto attack range, maybe your W would work, right? But you're so far away, how is it possible? So not really possible, unfortunately. You can say like, oh, we got hit by net and Morgana's slow or whatever, but honestly speaking, most of the time, there's some random shit like this is gonna happen, right? Where you get slowed or you can't get there in time. He's just walking away. So if there's ideas of combo potential, that's the stuff you guys want to be looking for, all right? Is how do I follow up when he does the Rakan combo, or if he has counterplay, maybe we need a root first, or maybe we need a debate black shield first, right? So it's all about kind of thinking ahead, right? The mechanics, you guys aren't really having a problem with the mechanics. It's like you can say like, oh, Q mechanics or whatever. I think that's just you not saving it, right? I think you can definitely follow up on your support easily. So you guys just need to have the ability. Like check this out. This is anytime you guys have like a anytime it's not in lane, you have no problem. I think. Look at this, right? Look at this. There's no problem, right? If it's not in lane, usually there's no problem from what I saw. But in lane, you guys have some kind of, you're trying to do some strange ideas. So very nice, very nice. Oh, what the hell? Any questions, by the way? Oh my god, you died here. No, it's so sad. So
and
sad.
I had flash. Yeah, didn't use it.
And we can talk about this. What's the mistake here?
Yeah, I had no idea where Xayah is.
Right. So, I think, I mean, if you want to force him to show up, This is fine, but I think, you know, it took an extra tower shot, which is awkward, right? What's the idea here, I guess?
I'm getting the tower because we got 2 kills, but we didn't look at the map at all because it's all dark.
Right. So your idea isn't really getting the tower, right? The idea is see what they do, and then maybe you can get the tower. And most of the time you can't get the tower. Spoiler alert, right? So, because, you know, they're just running you down. Yes was running you down. You're getting TP behind. Mid laners here. Whatever. There's a bunch of reasons. So, but yeah, always be careful with hitting the tower. But yeah, what kind of habits do you guys think you can put in here? You know, for the follow up idea stuff. What do you think? What are some like good habits you can work on?
Always think about what we should do at the moment. Like, always have a plan.
Right. Well, when do we do this? When do we do this? Because it can't just be like, oh, next game I'll think about having a plan. There's a little. It's not like focused, right?
Play.
Well, to be as specific as possible.
Like something happens in game, it triggers you to do this thing. That's like how we build a new habit. So, what happens in game for you to do this? What do you think? Oh my god, you survived. Oh my god, your redemption. When's a good time to do this? So let's go back to the laning phase here.
When not doing anything at all, like when last hitting, when
last hitting is good, right? Maybe when you're coming to lane or something like that, right? You can even do in champion select. You can talk about how you can beat Morgana spell shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say a fight is breaking out. You know, you think about what are they gonna do in response. I think that's a good habit, right? Mm-hmm. The instant a fight breaks out is your time to think about this. So let's say, let's just like go to any of these. Okay, something like this, right? We're like, oh, she missed binding. I want to fight. What's gonna happen next?
We make a call out, go for Caitlyn or something.
Right, and then, you know, that's what happened, and then it's like, oh, we missed something here, right? What did we miss? Let me see. What's gonna happen if you try to fight?
How was it? What other junglers and mid laners?
Yes, jungler, right? And specifically, how would they respond? Morgana's gonna black shield, right? Do you see how that works? Every time you want to fight, or you think you want to fight, you start this process.
Mm-hmm.
Does that kind of make sense? So like support, especially, like you need to watch out for the jungler, because if you go in and the jungler is here, it's super doomed sometimes, right? Nothing you can do, because it's already too late. So, and then it's like here, you know, instant you want to fight. Oh, I saw Kane on the map, 2v2. So we can look here, right? Yeah, that's just some good triggers for you guys to insert your new habits, right? Remember, it's after a specific thing happens in game, then you want to make this habit happen. Oh, that's a feels bad. Okay. You guys missed out on some opportunities here. Did you guys see what I saw? How do you guys make this happen? If you guys have all your abilities, how do you make it happen?
I mean, I didn't have ult, but
you need to go for the spicy one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should I do? I just thought about ulting and stunning him directly with my alt flash E combo.
Well, who? Xerath?
Yeah, exactly. But I wasn't sure how many people are there in the.
But yeah, you can. Yeah, then it doesn't work, right? Then it's not possible. So that's fine. But yeah, you guys remember, you lose potential on your combo when someone uses their abilities, right? So if he has no dash and no knockup, it's hard for you to find something, right? Or it's hard to guarantee follow up. You might be able to start something, but your support won't be able to follow up, or your ADC won't be able to follow up, or whatever. Oh, I don't think you should have flashed. I think it was fine. Oh, maybe it wasn't fine. You're gonna auto attack him to death, so maybe you did have to flash. Nice try.
I kind of was using my ultimate because he was stunning me, and then I wanted to go in and
yeah, that's good.
Get messy.
The 2-for-1, right? You stop his stun and you attack him. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you guys are losing like this, like you said, you guys didn't know what to do. What do you think? What is your job here?
To just farm up and catch up.
Right. And what is the support's job?
Trying to protect the carries while they're farming.
Sure, you can do that.
Get them
But
vision.
yeah, vision, right? Anything else?
Yeah, trying that they are not getting Baron.
Yeah, you can be the one catching people and stuff. Oh, so close. Nice try. Your ulti was running out, so it was a nice try.
Yeah.
That was good. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. Is the main problem you guys are having, all right? Right here. Why is this a main problem?
Because we try to fight.
Yeah, it could be like 3v4.
Don't you have more people? You have everyone here. Well, okay, everyone minus Master Yi.
So then it's 4v4.
I know. I know the map's kind of dark, but what are you trying to do here?
We're trying to push or something. Yeah.
I was trying to click Xayah.
Yeah. There it is, right? Okay, so what's the problem with this?
Xayah has a stun and you can't W.
Yeah.
What's the problem with trying to?
Before people like instantly.
So how many? So what's the point in the mid game for ADC? What is your job?
Farming up and waiting for someone to engage.
How many solo laners are in this lane?
Solo laners.
But they want farm too, right? They want farm too,
sure.
right? So how many solo laners are here?
Yeah, 3 people who want farm.
Yeah. So what's the problem here?
I should go top, I guess.
Yeah, no one's getting farm here, right? So unless you have something better to do, you definitely want to go top. Why is it not bot?
Yeah, because Baron is up and I don't have
exactly.
HP.
Yeah, exactly, right? So yeah, you need to go. Your job is mid or your job is top. But you're I don't know what Alawi's doing, but she needs to go bot. And see, Ezreal got confused. What was Ezreal doing?
Yeah, he
was trying to come mid too, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go top." And then since he did it incorrectly, he like based first, so your team lost a wave top, right? So things get a little weird. But if you see this, what happens if you guys try to go for this tower?
We are getting engaged.
Right. So and let's say you're not getting engaged on. Let's say their team is just like Baron control. Can you get this tower?
Yeah, with 4 minions probably. Yeah.
You can. What if it's just Xerath and the rest of his team is hiding somewhere? How do you hit the tower?
Yeah, with W probably, but when they come, I don't have my W.
Well, you can hit the tower here if Xerath is standing here.
We should all in the Xerath when it's only him.
And then his team's around the corner though, right? So you see the problem.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, you're right. We can dive him, but we can't dive him here, right? So do you see a similar example from the last game we saw?
Yeah, exactly. We should just farm. We kind of have to go top.
Well, I mean, like, do you remember a specific example from last game? Not the red buff. Okay, kind of the red buff, but the whole tower idea. Who needs to die if you can get this? Remember, you guys were like sieging Nexus towers. It was the same idea. What was the problem there?
We had no specific plan.
Yeah, you had no plan to take it. There's no way. And Jinx is the guy who's wave clearing, right? So if you do the same thing here, Xerath is the one wave clearing, and you can't dive him. You guys are just wasting time, right? Or you're even getting poked out, like you saw before when you try to hit bot and you got poked out, right? Like Alawi's like now Alawi's dying, right? So it's like, oh, a lot of strange things are happening because of this. So this is why I said this is a main problem, is because you guys keep doing this, right? You can't stay at their tower unless you have a plan. What's your job? You need to be farming, right? If you are not farming or making income, you want to make sure you're not doing something that hurts you guys, which is trying to hit the tower or something. So yeah, you need a plan if you hit the tower, okay? So they're gonna engage on you, they're gonna poke you, they're gonna wave clear. You need a plan, or otherwise don't hit the tower. That's the I think the main thing that's happening out of lane for you guys. What do you think? Does that kind of make sense, or are you guys seeing the same thing?
Yeah, exactly. We are just doing something and waiting for them to do something, and then it's too late, or we're in
Yeah,
a position where we shouldn't be.
yeah, exactly. Out of position, or it's just like, oh, you realize you're too far forward or something, and then everything goes to shit, right? So, definitely an idea, right? Is you can't siege without a reason, right? So we saw, I think we saw that a lot, and you can't 4v5 without a reason. That's where you guys are going wrong out of lane. Otherwise, the fighting out of lane is really good. The fighting in lane is what you want to work on. So it's interesting, right? It's like the fighting in lane is the stuff you want to look at, and then it's the don't hit the tower stuff. Or if we hit the tower, you need a plan, right? So that's kind of what we're seeing here. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of new to bot lane, and Xayah Rakan is like the only comp we play right now. Is it worth to, because we're like always getting fucked by Kating, Morgana, Lux, Yumi Sivir kind of. Is it worth to play like another 1 to 2 comps?
You can. I think if you enjoy it, yeah, go for it. But you know, they play differently, so.
I mean, are there any recommendation for you, or do you think we can still like could climb to master with Xayah Rakan if we execute that perfectly?
Oh yeah, if you execute perfectly, I mean, you can just get the challenger, right? But the problem is the whole executing perfectly idea. And I think you guys are also missing some out of lane ideas that are hurting you. Like you guys are at the tower for some reason when sometimes it doesn't make sense, right? But in lane, like the combo stuff, that's important, right? Because if you mess up, then you know you guys can't fight, right? Like say for example, he misses Q, your ADC misses Q, then it's like, oh shit, how do we combo? Even if I land the knockup, how do we combo, right? So.
Yeah, but do you think is it better to just master the comp and focus on the other parts, or to have 2 or 3 different champions? And
I would run 2 duos. So you don't want to get stuck like only know how to like all in, right? You want to kind of also learn other things, like let's say for example, the Caitlyn Morgana we just saw, right? That's a good combo to learn. They played like the exact opposite, where they're fishing for binds into poke or just pushing in or something like that, right? They're looking to counter the Xayah Rakan stuff instead of attack, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, if there's like a spicy stuff you guys can learn, it's gank your own lane with this because it's really powerful, right? That's something you guys can you could try out. But I would run two duos. I would say, right? Two different duo combos. But that's just me. So, anything else? And remember, with the whole duo combos, it's gonna be the exact same idea, right? Like for example, if you're playing Caitlyn Morgana and you use your Caitlyn Q on something irrelevant, and then Morgana lands a bind, you needed that to follow up, right? So stuff like that. Or if you use too many traps and you have no traps for Morgana bind, right? Or you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Or if Feetscha, you go for something like flash ulti, but then they just like blink out or something, right? You always need to know ahead of time how they're gonna respond. So it's gonna be the same thing no matter where you play. So I would say that's definitely something to work on.
And would you rather play Lux or Morgana with Caitlyn?
I mean, both are good, honestly. So Morgana got nerfed. Caitlyn, I mean, Lux Shield is insane. You could pick whatever, honestly. They both function pretty similarly. I would say if you want like 2v5 potential, you pick Morgana, right? Because Morgana ulti can give you even more traps. But if you just want like for fun, Lux is pretty fun for support. Right? You just throw E every time they want a minion, right? It's kind of funny. So up to you. That's your preference. Anything else?
No, I think I'm fine for now.
Cool, I think it's okay. We have to focus on our things, yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think you're gonna work on? What do you think are most important after today's session?
Yeah, most important for me at the moment is that we are combining our abilities, that we just do it the right way, that either I start with rooting and then Rakan is going in, or I'm not wasting my Q when he is going in first. That we just make our combo better.
That's a good one for lane.
And then stop throwing when we have a lead, like the wrap-up thing, and stop doing stupid things without a plan.
Right, the 4v5 and the tower thing, right? So those are the most common ways you guys just, they're the only two ways you guys kind of lost out of lane. So you need a plan for each, right? Otherwise you can't naturally play it out. So you know, naturally is just like hit the closest guy, right? You can't naturally play it out because then they just win. They're the ones with the advantage. That's something to definitely something to think about as well. And when in doubt, let's say you don't know what to do, just get your own lane of farm and then maximize your income, right? So
yeah, that makes
sounds
sense.
Good. Yeah.
Alrighty, cool. Then if there are no further questions, I will upload this to YouTube and send you guys a link so you can go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alrighty, cool. Good luck in your games. Definitely let me know how they're going, and if you are having trouble like implementing this stuff, then remember to attach what you're trying to work on to a certain trigger in game. So like for example, one of the triggers we mentioned was when a fight breaks out, the first thing you think of is what are they going to do about it, right? Or when you want a minion, or you know, just on general downtime, like you're coming to lane or something, maybe that's the time to think about how you're supposed to combo with your support, right? Yeah, if you're having troubles making things work in game, remember you want to have a specific trigger and a specific habit after that trigger happens. So like every time you kill a minion, look at the map, something like that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Awesome. Then yeah, good luck in your games. Let me know how they're going, okay?
All right.
Nice.
Alrighty. Have a good one, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night.
See you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.